Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I am talking about girls who want your attention, girls who like you will do these kinds of things. Because sometimes it can be tricky to know whether or not a girl likes you, especially if you already really like her and you might be kind of like looking out for things that aren't really there. Now this is definitely something that I did, so don't feel bad if you are looking for signs that aren't there. Kind of like, just because she looks over at you doesn't necessarily mean that she likes you. And I used to kind of go about these, let's say, like roundabout ways to try and find out if girls liked me. I would like, if she likes my post on Facebook, then I'd be like, oh, does she like me? Does that mean she likes me? Oh my God, she viewed my story. Does that mean she likes me? Oh, she looked at me. Does that mean she likes me? Like, I used to do a lot of that kind of stuff because I was afraid, basically, of just being direct and asking her out and asking if when she was available to hang out for a drink or something. So I was living in fear, basically. And so I completely understand if you're one of those people that kind of does that. You kind of like don't want to ask them. You don't want to ask her out because you want to be 100% sure, basically, before you ask them out, so you don't get rejected. Because rejection does hurt. It's not nice. It's not nice to be rejected. Obviously, it does sting. No matter how courageous you are, no matter how brave you are, it still kind of stings to it even doesn't matter how much thick skin you've got, it still hurts when someone rejects you, especially if you like them in that way. So, with that being said, then, what are some ways that you can actually tell that a girl likes you and that she wants your attention? So, I think the best way to know this is actually if she messages you or calls you up or, initiates a conversation with you. And obviously, this isn't always the case. But it is a good sign. If a girl feels comfortable enough to reach out to you and message you, that's a pretty good sign. So what's another thing that's important to know though is that she may not directly say, I like you. In fact, it's very unlikely that she will. She's not going to be like, I want you to go out with me or anything like that as well. Again, that's another thing that she probably won't be doing. She's not going to be direct about how she feels about you or if she has a crush on you. She's not going to say that, right? Now, obviously, there can be some women out there that do those kinds of things, but generally across the board with most women, they're gonna be waiting for you to make the move, basically. And the reason why they want you to make the move is because that's the more masculine thing to do, anyways, right? And if she has to be the one that asks you out, then she'll have to be moving into her masculine energy. And if she's having to move into her masculine energy to kind of make things work, then she's not going to be attracted to you if she's she's going to feel less attracted to you if she's a feminine woman. It's kind of like how it works. The masculine one, generally across the board, has to be the one that pursues at first and asks the woman out and makes the first move, generally, right? And then once the woman feels more comfortable, then she can start making more moves. And after they, because at the beginning, usually the pursuer is the one that is more masculine. So if you're a heterosexual male watching this, then that is you. So that means you have to be the one to ask her out for a drink, right? And all you have to really say in that kind of situation is, especially if she's reached out to you, because basically what will happen is if a girl is trying to get your attention, she'll message you and it'll be something that isn't related to going out with you, that isn't related to romance in any way. She'll just be like, hey, how are you? Or she may send you a gif about a movie that you guys were talking about at work or something, or at school, depending on how old you are. So that's kind of like what's going to happen, basically. She'll reach out to you in that kind of way. And of course, and when that kind of thing happens, all you need to do is have a tiny little conversation with her about whatever she's brought up. And then say, I'd really love to see you outside of work, or I'd really love to see you outside of school, depending on who you are. And say, when are you free for a drink? That's all you need to say. And obviously, if you're underage, then obviously you'd go for like something like tea or coffee or something. Or a juice box, whatever, however old you are, I don't know. Then... Or if you're obviously of the age, then you'll go somewhere probably for something alcoholic, right? or if you're not, or if you're a non-drinker or she's a non-drinker, then it'll probably be something similar to what kids would do, right? But the point is that you ask her when she's available to hang out with you, to do this kind of thing, right? That's the most important thing. And then if she likes you, you know, this is how you know, like, this is literally how you know that she probably, like, 90% sure that she likes you, is she will say yes to going out with you. She'll give you the times when she's available. So she'll say to you, oh yeah, I'm free Saturday. And then you're like, great, how about we meet here at this time, at this place? And most of the time, she'll go along with that and she'll say yes. So here's the kicker, right? Sometimes, if a woman doesn't like you, she may say that because she's trying to be nice. And then when it gets sooner to the date, she will bring up an excuse not to see you. She will cancel it, and it's not always the case though, because if she brings you if she gives you an alternative time, then that's a good sign that she does like you. But if she just like breaks things off and says, "Oh, I can't come," and doesn't give you an alternative, then it's quite unlikely that she does actually like you. So in that kind of circumstance where you've asked the girl out, it's been a few days, it gets closer to the date, or it might be even on the same day as the date, and she cancels, I would wait 1 week without talking to her, just 1 week, and then message her again and ask her out again. And if she does the same kind of thing, or she doesn't respond, then, and she doesn't meet up with you on a date, then you need to cancel her out. You need to just say, no, that's it, done, right? You don't just say that to her, but you want to, stop pursuing her after that kind of moment. But girls that do like you, this is what's important, is they will say yes to going out with you. They will show up, and if they can't show up for whatever reason, they will give you an alternative time. So it might be, oh, sorry, I really can't do Saturday now, but we can do Sunday. Or I can't see you at 7 o'clock, but I can see you at 8 o'clock. Or I can see you earlier in the day or something. So the point is that girls who like you will want to see you, and they'll make the effort to see you. They will try their best to see you. They will show up and they will be there, and they won't cancel. But again, it might be the case that she might think that if she cancels, that she feels like you're mad at her. This is something that I've noticed sometimes. It's not very common, but sometimes a girl does cancel, and then she's worried about upsetting you, or thinks that you might be mad at her, and therefore she doesn't give you an alternative time, which is why you wait that 1 week, and then you ask her out again, and if she pulls the same kind of thing, or she doesn't respond to you, you know that she's out, okay? That's how you know. But basically, a girl that likes you will try to get your attention in these kinds of ways. They will reach out to you about things that aren't usually related to romantic things. They'll bring up things that you've spoken about before together. Let's say you go to work and you're talking about movies, and she will send you a message about that movie, or she'll send you a GIF about that movie or something. Or it might be just a simple, hey, how are you? But it's very unlikely that she's ever going to just say flat out, I like you, right? It's very unlikely that she is actually going to say to you that she likes you in a romantic way. She would prefer it if you would do that kind of thing. She wants you to be the one that asks her out. Now, obviously, you don't want to go from 0 to 100. So you don't want to message her saying, I love you, or anything like that. You only talk about that kind of stuff when you're actually in a relationship, and not before that. So don't be like, oh, I really, really like you, and things like that. Just ask her out on a date. Just ask her when she's available to meet up with you, because women know instinctively what that kind of thing means. It's like, oh, he's asking me out, or she's asking me out. That's great. That means she likes me. You don't need to say that you like her. You don't need to say that you're in love with her. Just by simply asking her out, she knows that. She knows that. And she probably already knows it anyway, a little bit, because women do kind of instinctively know and can tell which guys like them or which girls like them, depending on who you are. They kind of already know these things. They can kind of tell. They have like a radar inside of them which lets them know kind of which ones are attracted to them. So you don't really have to say anything romantic, or that you're in love with them, or confess your feelings or anything like that. Avoid doing that at all costs. Just ask when she's available for a drink. That's all you need to really do. And if she likes you, she'll say yes. If she likes you, she'll show up. If she likes you, it will go really well, and she'll be happy to be there. She'll be enthusiastic to be there, right? So don't waste your time on girls that are not behaving in this way, because it is a time suck and it is a literal waste of your time. So that's my advice on, girls who like you, will get your attention by doing these kinds of things. So thank you so much for watching, and if you would like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.